Hello and welcome. This is my November reseller recap. So I'm going to throw you over to Other Bob and she is going to share with you the wall of accountability. Welcome to the wall of accountability. I did it. I finally did it. It took almost a year, but everything is full. I am so proud of myself. So for those of you that are new here, this is my wall of accountability, thus the song. And the way this works is the blue numbers. So you see here this green number, the green numbers, let's explain the green numbers first, are how many items I sold that day on all of the platforms that I sell on that are not live. So that would be Etsy, Poshmark, and eBay. I don't know why I forgot eBay for a hot minute. But, so I sold 2 items, and then the blue number is I am listing 2 items to replace the items that I sold on eBay, regardless of what platform they sold on. And then I list an additional $103.40. So I have to list an additional $100. So I listed 2 items plus an additional $100, which equals the red number, which is 6. So it took me listing 6 items to equal the number of items I sold the day before plus an additional $100. And then it just repeats for the entirety of the month. You're like, but you didn't explain the orange numbers. And that's because the orange numbers are the live numbers. That's the number I sold on live selling platforms, and I'm only doing Whatnot. Yellow doesn't show up, which is why everything is orange. So for the end of November, I sold a total of 77 items between Etsy, eBay, and Poshmark, and 62 items on Whatnot. And those numbers will come up when I do the net numbers. I listed a total of 188 items, and here's how many items I replaced, which is 76, and I added an additional $3,000 to my eBay store. This is awesome. So technically, I actually listed 188 items plus the 62 items I sold on Whatnot, because these numbers actually are separate. I keep them completely separate because it's a completely different beast, but I have done it. I have completed the board. I have checked off all of the days. I'm so proud of myself. I'll give you back to Bob now. Thanks, Other Bob. So I'm going to do my goals first, and then we'll get into what I'm sure you all are here, which is my net profit. So the goals for 2022, the first one was to go full-time reselling, which I did January 31st, 2022. I said goodbye to my regular 9-to-5 that I've had for almost 10 years because I just legitimately could not take it anymore. And, you know, started going full-time February 1st, so I did that one already. The second one is my wall of accountability. I did it! I have finally done the wall of accountability where I listed the same number of items that I had sold the previous day and added an additional $100. So that's amazing. You know, I didn't count the live sales in there, my Whatnot sales, because that would have been way too much, but I did it. I finally made it happen. It took 11 months, but I did it. The third thing is the hit 10K in a 90-day total. So that's hit $10,000 on eBay in 90 days. Still haven't had that one happen yet. My ideology for doing that is that if I made $3,000 in gross sales on eBay in a month, that would net me about what I need to pay my regular fixed expenses, and then everything else could be for my, you know, food and gas and all that kind of stuff, my non-fixed expenses. That still hasn't happened yet. Hopefully we'll get there. Again, October was a rough month. And then death to the death pile. I have not made any inroads in my death pile. I have definitely decided to focus that on 2023 because what is it? This is the second year death to the death pile has been a thing and it hasn't happened yet. So I really feel like maybe 2023 is the day that we disappear the death pile. But I have made some changes to my thriftmas to where maybe I can at least like chip away at that a little bit. And then the fifth goal is to have 5,000 subscribers here on this YouTube channel. I ended November with 3,133 subscribers, which is amazing. Again, I got a huge boost in October when I went to California and did a collab video with Matt, and then also Courtney mentioned me on her channel as well because I went thrifting with her. So that was a huge boon to the channel, and you know, I'm still not at 5,000 yet, but the fact that I am regularly getting between, you know, 400 to 600 views, when before in October I was getting regularly 200 to 300, I have doubled my viewership. I have doubled the fact that you guys want to watch my stuff. So that's significant, especially when it comes to the monetization on YouTube, which I will get to when I do the net profit stuff. That does make a difference. So thank you guys for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing to me, and thank you for wanting to be here at all, because it does mean a lot. It does make a difference in my life, and hopefully I'm helping enrich y'all's in some small way. So now I'm going to go over to the net profit, and we're going to start with the lowest performing platform first and then work our way up to eBay, because eBay is still my main bay. And the lowest performing platform, no surprise, is actually Poshmark. You know, Poshmark made some significant changes this year, multiple times during the year, and has thus been the lowest performing platform for me for 2022. For those of you that Poshmark is your main platform, I have nothing but mad respect for you. I have absolutely no idea how you're managing to stay afloat, just because of the massive swings in what they have done this year. They have gone from being a publicly traded company to a private company. They have turned to Poshmark live sales now. They have changed the algorithm multiple times. Again, if Poshmark is your main platform and you are still making money there, you are a rock star, because that is hard, and you should be very proud of what you've done this year. But I made a total of $39.85 on Poshmark for the month of November. I only had a few sales there, so it's not my main platform. eBay does make regular changes, but not quite the same as Poshmark has this last year. The next best performing platform for me has been Etsy, and Etsy has just been kind of a stalwart, you know, normal, flatline, baseline kind of platform for me. I just set it and forget it. And I made a total of $52.85 on Etsy. I just leave things there that are vintage and it sells. This time of year is when I get the most sales on Etsy. Again, I love the platform. It's 60 cents a year per listing to just have it live there. Totally fine with Etsy. My next performing platform, very shocking to me how much I actually netted in profit on this platform, is Whatnot. I made a total of $366.69 noise on Whatnot. As Otherwise showed you in the Wall of Accountability, I made 62 sales on Whatnot, so I almost made as many sales on Whatnot as I made in total on all of my other platforms. In addition to that, I have the affiliate earnings that Whatnot gives me for being an influencer, not just as, you know, recommending you guys to purchase on the platform, but also recommending other sellers. So that did very well for me, and I honestly attribute my Whatnot to making me successful for November, which we'll get there. My next best performing platform, and the top tier platform for me that has always been, is eBay, and that I made a net profit of $732.43. So I made twice as much on eBay as I did on Whatnot. But on Whatnot, again, I only did a total of 3 auctions on Whatnot. So 3 days of work, I made half as much money as I did on eBay. That's crazy to me. So there's that. And then in addition to the platforms that I resell on, I also have this YouTube channel and then other things as well. So let's get into that money. So I did put out the Anthropology Anthology, and that is, you know, a list of brands that Anthropology carries that have either a very high resale value or have a very high sell-through value. And I put that out in May, and you all have been extraordinarily generous with that. It is something that you can get for free. It is linked down below. You can just type in 0 and get it for free. But some of you all had decided to pay me for my work, and I made a net profit of $22.45 from my Anthro Anthology. The next source of income where you guys are just extraordinarily generous is Buy Me a Coffee. Again, I legitimately only talk about this here on these monthly updates. It's just a passive link that I have down in my description. But Donna bought me 5 coffees. Donna, thank you very much. All the money from Buy Me a Coffee goes to paying for Moxie's food and or Moxie's treats or her cat litter. All of the Buy Me a Coffee money literally just goes to my cat. So if you love my cat, just know that that's where that money is going. So she bought me 5 coffees, and then Jen actually bought me 2 coffees in the month of November. She bought one at the beginning and then one at the end as well. So Donna, Jen, thank you both very much. Moxie appreciate it. You guys have kept her in food and cat litter for this month, and I appreciate it because it helps me out massively. So thank you both very much, and I really do appreciate it. So the total for Buy Me a Coffee from Donna and Jen is $31.32. I appreciate it, Moxie appreciates it, and it means a lot. And then YouTube, this YouTube channel, I did receive a payout for the month of November, but it wasn't for the month of November, it was for September and October. Because once you get monetized on YouTube, you have to reach a threshold of $100 in order to get paid by Google. And I didn't reach that until I had accumulated enough money in September and October. So I received a payout from Google for September and October of $167.24. So that's a significant amount of money. I'm not at the point yet still of receiving a payout every month. Hopefully 2023 that will happen for me, but that depends on y'all if you guys are interested in my content. Like, I keep making it. If you guys keep watching it, that's awesome. Hopefully I'm being helpful and sharing stuff that you all are interested in or like. I'm doing my best. I mean, you guys have been watching Thriftmas. I've been very, very pleased with the fact that you guys seem to be really enjoying Thriftmas. So I don't know. I do my best, and I just hope for the best. But my total amount of money that I made as far as net profit goes is $1,412.83. So if you are new here, in order to cover my fixed expenses, so that's my mortgage, my HOA payment, my electricity, like my utility bills, in order to pay my fixed expenses, I need a total of $1,350. That covers my income taxes and all that other stuff. So I made it this month. So last month I did not make it because I went on vacation. This month I did. So I think that I'm doing the right thing. I really so, you know, we're in December right now. I left my 9-to-5 job January 31st. So I have basically 6 more weeks of trying to do this full time before my savings runs out. I'm hoping it'll happen for me. You know, I know that typically January, December, Q4 is supposed to be the big blowout month for retail. And then January and February, when I worked retail as my job, were always the slowest months. So I don't know. I don't know how it's going to be. You know, will I have to get a job at the end of January, or can I continue to do this? I don't know. That's up to how much I can work, and that's up to how much you guys want to watch, I guess. But thank you guys so much for watching this. I will see you guys tomorrow for another video, and thank you for spending the last year with me. It does mean a lot. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye.